Dominic is your boy. English is part 3 of Abel story. Uh, that was an incredible. I watched it today. Although I already watched it, it was incredible. And I know I shouldn't watch the same video over and over again, but when you got good content, that's what you do, right? We got Abel, and it's kind of cool because Abel, she know. As much as it's kind of crazy, Kit knows that Abel is a big fish because he's a talented scammer, but Abel knows that Kit is a big fish because he thinks she's a millionaire because of the Bitcoin, right? So when Kit asks him to help him with a driver test, it doesn't make any sense. Although this comes so much later and it's brilliant. It's something I didn't see coming, and when I saw it coming, it slapped me like a fucking brick. We have you help for the driver test, and again, he's like, bro, why am I helping her? Well, because she has a lot of money, so if I have to make an extra effort, I'm gonna make an extra effort. Kid calls in a lot of, he started calling a lot of scam, which again, it's not something super cool. Kids like scammer to fight. I think that most of the cases, in most cases, this is kind of like it doesn't work a lot. Because what's kind of cool is my favorite thing, which is baited from kitboga. We have this exact like happenstance where she was constantly the character of Kid was constantly being scammed. And that's why they felt the need to be hurry up and be focused on her because she was gonna lose every single penny she had. Right? We have a fake Apple fake customer being trained. Oh my god. So Kid is talking about how Kim, which is basically Nevea. Nevea, if you know Kid Boga, she's a valley girl. She's not the smartest, but she's super cool. She talks about boys a lot. She talks about shopping, and it's one of my favorite characters. I'm gonna go with edits and Billy Mazier and Nivea, my three favorite. Right? We have so she has to help Abel, and Abel's like, well, I had this customer. Linda said, I had this customer. Can you wait? Can you wait? Can you wait? But she didn't have this customer. It was just to gain time. And Abel, he fell into the trap and says, I'm going to take care of the customer for you. So then he's lying about being a shrink. That's still serious life issues. If somebody is suicidal and you don't give them good advice, maybe they uh, end up doing the unforgivable, right? And it sucks because Abel doesn't seem to care about that. And he's going to lie just for a couple of bucks. So again, they prove that he's an asshole, right? Couple. She talking about how, and then we have the whole entire Nivea. I started talking about how she has a boyfriend. She's on IG and she had two boyfriends and she doesn't know. So it's kind of cool because this is technically, I'm gonna be misogynistic a bit. It's technically like a girl problem. Like, most of the time, if a girl talks to a guy about liking two guys, the guy won't give a shit, because admittedly, hi, how can I say that? How can I shape this sentence? It's it's kind of a very emotional problem, and for myself, well, I'm gonna talk about myself because if I can talk about somebody, it's me. I'm not very emotional. Well, I try to be emotional. I am emotional, but I'm more of a factual guy. I'm gonna see the fact. So if I have this friend, I talked to you about her before. How she's gonna date. She's gonna go on a date with one guy for like one date. That she's gonna fall in love. It's always about, oh, he doesn't love me back, and of course, at the beginning, I was like, oh, okay, this sucks. I'm gonna help you out. But then it's been 4 years and she's still doing the same pattern. So right now, I don't give a shit because I know that whatever I say, it's not gonna work, right? So she's talking about the second boyfriend, G boyfriend, and how they complete opposites so they can jump back and forth. It's just pretty entertaining to see. But for Abel, it's like a nightmare. And Abel does try to give her good advice, but Nevea again, she doesn't listen to him, and 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 this problem. Abel is really smart. He does notice a similarity between Kim and Linda. He does say it, so kids like, holy shit, that's close, right? We have Milton come in. Milton is Nathan Pike one. He's a Canadian, so does support. Milton is one of Kid Boga's best friend, and they're super together. They have this chemistry. They do both. They do both do improv, and they're working so well together. So I was kind of hoping Milton would come. He didn't come, right? She said, "Oh, my passport came in because she doesn't have a car, and if she want to do the bank, she needs a proof of identity, which is the passport." Right? It was kind of cool because Linda, she doesn't have a car, but she does spend a lot of cash at the car wash. She doesn't have a car, so what is the point? I don't know. This guy should have noticed, but he doesn't know, right? Linda, she follows up on Kim and how it went. And the guy said, "Oh, it went really well." And it's funny because she says, "Oh, Kim talked to me. She didn't really like you." So Abel is like, "Oh, I don't understand why." Right? We have Max, which is the boss who calls because Abel is taking a lot of time, and Abel being very good, they possibly put somebody who is weaker than him on the phone because basically this scam was happened, and Kit quote unquote bite to the scam, right? So I thought that was kind of cool. We have the second scam, Max he called independently, so Max is supposed to be part of the team, but he calls Linda independently and without regard for Abel. So like I was dealing with Abel, and Kit is like, "Yo, Max is less like it's like a small fry. I want Abel. I want Abel." So whenever Max calls, he doesn't give a shit. So that's kind of cool. And oh man, I did. Oh man, it's such a good show. It's kind called Dependent Bitcoin Car Wash. So we're talking about Bitcoin Car Wash, and I gotta say, like, Kid is talking to a lot about. He's talking a lot to the and it's kind of cool because you got the whole call. So he's talking a lot about chat, and this is the time where he has to wait. And it's fun because we're seeing Kid and talking about the Bitcoin and how it works. So if you didn't know that it worked, now it's completely pointless because Bitcoin was a total fluke. So it's kind of cool that we're getting that. And basically, what happened is that Kid, when he's talking, he's inserting car wash. It does seem like it's more, but again, if you didn't have a car, well, you need to go to car wash, you know? So yeah, it's believable that he's in a car wash, but he doesn't believable that he has a car. If you can't drive. But again, Abel is too obsessed with money to understand. So it's brilliance. We have the scam stuff for Linda. Oh, nice. She's trying to sell the car wash because she bought $5,000 worth of Bitcoin car wash. She's trying to sell it, and then Abel's like, "Yo, no, please, please, stop wasting time. We'll buy it from you." So again, this took out $5,000 from the scam. They went from a 30,000 to 25,000. So this is the point where you have to be careful because they're willing to sacrifice money. That means they're thinking it's taking too long. They'll wheel it in, right? Is a mad. He's Abel is starting to get mad. He's starting to get really mad, and it's cool because Abel, he was so good. He was so like professional, and then when he started to get mad, you're seeing a really completely different Abel, and Kit was able to push him there. Making somebody mad isn't cool by itself, but making somebody that's this good mad, it's like a kind of accomplishment. There's a sense of pride, right? Abel explained fraud. He explained that it's a fraud. It makes no sense, and there's a lot of like really good instances where I want to stop here because I don't want to say the ending. There's a lot of good instances where we're seeing Kit completely being overpowering Abel, and there's a lot of good thing because Abel again is such a incredible guy, and it's sad because he could have been a good person, but it shows the scam. So the call itself is amazing because we're seeing kind of two titans, you know? Yeah, the 26 hours call, Baited, is my favorite. But if I look at Adam and Alex, they're nowhere near as good as Abel. And Abel, the fact that, again, we're getting 12 hours with him, is a complete treasure. And that's the call. Again, I'm not gonna actually talk about it more. I'm not gonna say ending because I want you guys to watch the video. And yeah, I want to have a good day. I hope you have a good evening. I'm gonna go to sleep. And I wish you guys the best. I love you. Take it easy. Peace.